Hi there, Sandy here. Welcome to another Friday Findings video at keepsakecrafts.net. Today I'm going to be talking to you about cup chain. It's a really fun finding that you can do a lot more with than you might think. So here I have an assortment of different cup chains, and I just really love using this stuff. It's pretty, it's got some great sparkle, you can get it in all sorts of colors. Now you can buy nice quality cup chain for making jewelry, and if you're doing crafts, you can also buy fairly inexpensive cup chain. These are not Swarovskis, but there is Swarovski cup chain. This is Preciosa crystals, and I think it's just beautiful. And you can see here it comes in lots of different sizes. I have some 2mm. This one is crystal, and this one is crystal AB, which is a coating, Aurora Borealis, which gives it all those different colors in there. These two are 3mm. This one's Amethyst, really pretty deep purple, and this one's Aquamarine. And these three are 4mm cup chain. This is Turquoise, Emerald AB, and Rose AB. The cups that the chain are held in can be made out of different things. This one is brass. This one is gold plated. So some of these are brass and some of them are gold plated. You can also get them in silver, silver plated, aluminum. Like I said, you can get pretty inexpensive cup chain for decorating crafts. So let's look at how the cup chain is constructed. And here's just one that I cut off, and I'll just kind of turn it so you can see the different sides. It's just a piece of metal that's bent into a cup, or kind of a box-like shape. It's got some little prongs that hold the rhinestone in place. And then underneath that box, through this side, there's a flat piece of metal in between each pair of cups. And this metal has a bit of a T shape on each end, similar to ball chain where it's flared out inside the balls. This has just got a little extra bar inside the cups to keep them from pulling out. And if you want to cut off a piece of cup chain, all you need is a pair of pliers, and it just cuts very easily. Just like that. That extra piece usually just goes right back inside the cup and it's fine, but if you need to, you can cut that off too. It's very helpful to have these, and I have them in two sizes. These are cup chain connectors, and I'll show you on the bigger one. The way it works is it's just an extra little box, slightly bigger than your rhinestones. And you just fit that in there, and it's got prongs that you fold down over the stone, and then it has a loop so you can connect it to something else. Now, the sizing on these is a little tricky. This is 4mm cup chain, and these are 4.5mm, or so the package says, 4.5mm connectors, but I've found it was a pretty tight fit for the 4mm. And then for the 3mm, it's a little loose. I did find that the ones for the 2mm were kind of perfect. This is 2mm cup chain, and these are 2.5mm, and that fits in there perfectly. And then it's just got that little tab that you use your pliers to just bend over, and then you can connect it to a bracelet or earrings or a necklace or whatever you like. So what kinds of things can you do with cup chain? Well, really, like in many things, it's only limited by your imagination. Here are some bangle bracelets I made a while back. This is a video that's on my channel. And I used cup chain. You might recognize the Rose AB. And I made bangles using heavy gauge copper wire. And then I took a strip of cup chain and just wired it right onto the bangle. And I did that with several different ones. I love wearing these stacked. This is a great project. And so I have the different sizes. So this particular project doesn't require that you have the cup chain connectors. Now here's something I didn't make. I purchased this. In fact, it used to be on my purse. It's gotten quite beat up. But it has just this little length of this kind of honkin' big cup chain. You can see one of the rhinestones fell out. And it's just part of a tassel dangle. So all you would need to do would be to put a connector on one end of your cup chain. In fact, that would be a gorgeous tassel, would be to use several lengths of cup chain. Maybe the finer stuff, like the 2mm, would make a really pretty, because it drapes so nicely. And here's another piece that I didn't make. I purchased it. And in this necklace, they used cup chain in 2 different ways. So you have these beautiful drapes, and what they did, they took a short length of cup chain, and then they have rings soldered on it, and so on each side you have these really pretty drapes of chain from each one, and then there's also a single strand of cup chain dangling in amongst the other chains. And you don't have to just use cup chain in jewelry. I've seen the inexpensive cup chain used to decorate cakes and crafts. Here's one of my dragons, and although I didn't decide to at the time, I could have used cup chain to maybe give her some sparkle down her back. And in that case, I would have planned ahead and sculpted this right into her body, having the clay come over the links in between each of the cups, so that way it would be embedded and baked right into the clay once it was hard. And here's still yet another idea. Just take a single strand of the cup chain to make a pair of earrings. And if you want to learn how to make these, I have a video on my channel showing you. If you're watching this Friday Findings the day I published it, that video will be coming up soon. And here's another one I made just using the smaller cup chain. So there's so many different things you can do with cup chain. You can buy nice quality to make jewelry, you can buy less expensive and yet still beautiful quality to make crafts. Use your imagination and have a lot of fun creating with cup chain. So if you're interested in the supplies I use, there's a link in the upper right and in the description box to go to my blog post. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And check out my Patreon page to get great rewards and help support these videos. Happy creating. Bye-bye.